Evening all, my name is The Sacred Fire. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening or today, wherever you are in the world. It is the 2nd of November here in the UK at about 11 o'clock at night, but I felt the need to come on. So I've pulled the cards so that I could meditate on them. So this is both my Ancient Egyptian Tarot and my Howl's Moving Castle deck by Studio Ghibli. And I've meditated on the energies, and what's really coming through that I can see is there is this energy of forward movement that's coming in after stagnation and consulting with the 5D. This is after a period really of hard work and reflection and coming through to the other side. So the first card in the deck, in the reading, is the Two of Cups, followed by the Five of Discs, by Five of Discs, and further clarified by the male character's leads, his mentor. Then we have the Two of Discs, clarified by the Eight of Wands, with Howl speaking to the witch who put a curse on him and is now living in the house after she's had her magical powers removed. And I always refer to her as a karmic. We have the Seven of Swords, clarified by the Princess of Cups. And in the Howl's Moving Castle deck, we have Howl speaking to his fire spirit Calcifer, with Sophie looking on in the background, which is the female lead. Then for the outcome, we have the Prince of Cups. And we have several that fell out of the deck when I was pulling them, but the primary card to clarify was the Eight of Discs, followed by the Nine of Discs, the Chariot, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Discs, and clarified by the female lead being, I would say, heckled by the witch who put a curse on both Sophie and Howl, the two leads of the story. So the situational energy here is that the universe wants me to talk about is your soulmate connection. Clearly, this has obviously been the primary focus in the collective. People wanting to find their soulmate, their twin flames, divine masculine, divine feminines. It could also be a business arrangement. So we can't really take that off the cards, but I really see it there being more of a soulmate reading. So the divine masculine has felt like he's really suffered a loss. He's sitting in a barren landscape, reflecting and seeing one of his livestock being, chased by hyenas or wolves in the background. So there is a sense of loss here with a snake on a tree. So there's been like a temptation perhaps, but he's turning his back to this temptation. So it means he's turning away from like perhaps karmic situations which has held him captive. And this is so important. We have Howl's mentor here who actually really trained him from when she was young and wanted him to pass over. So you could see her as really a mother figure of Howl's life, the male lead's life. So translating that into the reading, this could be the divine masculine's mother. It could be his higher feminine self. It could just be an older female lady or an angelic guide who has a feminine energy. And this is at a point where she's actually taking Howl, or wanted to take Howl, to task. But he actually doesn't turn up to see her. For several reasons, he just thought that he's going to be tricked and, stripped of his powers, as what she did with the Wicked Witch of the Waste, which, as I call her, the karmic. So considering he actually needs to answer, or needed to answer, to an older or a higher level feminine energy, which is actually for his greater good. I think there's been an intervention. There's been an intervention either on the higher realms or in the 3D with an older, wiser individual who has seen, him struggling, him suffering. And this is probably to do with love or a relationship or anything, particularly as we've got the Ten of Hearts on this card. So for me, it's really love here and romantic relationships. I mean, twin flame union isn't just about romance. It's far more than that. It is really about two energies from one oversoul coming together and melding and blending. Just in the 3D reality, we are separated into two bodies. So, I mean, for this is really to do like with the heart, with love. And he's felt really rejected, at loss, in love, in a relationship, in a union. And she basically, this higher or older person with so much wisdom, is taking him to task about it. So what I can see here with the Two of Discs is there is this look for divine help, looking upwards for help, for clarity, because clearly, especially with its feminines in this, divine feminines, you have been praying, hoping, wishing for things perhaps to be different, for positive changes to happen, because you've not seen any results. You haven't seen anything in the 3D. But what Spirit is trying to say here is there is something that will be coming in. It is coming in. This desire, this wish, this praying is manifesting itself through a message, through actions. Something is coming to you in the 3D to perhaps clarify a situation or make things right. Again, we see here, so we've got 1010. So this is, angel number 10. This might be quite important, or 1010. We've got Howl here, a transformed, at this point, masculine, wanting to protect his divine feminine and speaking with his karmic. He's made peace with his karmic here. So this may be the message that he wants to relay. I've made peace with my karmic situation, with what's going on around me, with, my loss, with, suffering, things that weren't for his higher good, and now wants to come back and protect the things that mean the most to him. And making peace with his karmic, this allows, whether it's a situation or an individual, this allows his freedom and gives him his freedom probably to come towards you. So here we have the Seven of Swords. Obviously people here looking to attack the person who's inside, clarified by the Princess of Cups. This clarification here is quite interesting. I see you as being this wonderful individual who is standing firm. You are so magnetic right now, just an absolute beauty, divine feminines. You are radiating this wonderful energy, and it's so attuned with nature, so balanced with your emotions. You are really looking forward, and what I can see here is you feel that you are being ganged up against in a situation, or that perhaps this situation with the divine masculine is being attacked, or you're being attacked here, even though you're in your balanced energy. But what you don't see is that you are this light, and so many people around feel threatened by you. That's the reason why they're there, trying or feeling to attack you. But the thing is, they can't attack you. They can't harm you, because you are being divinely guided and you are being protected, because you are in the light. These people are in the dark, and the light will always overcome darkness. And we can really see here, like, how in his more not in his transformed state, so the divine masculine lead, not in his transformed state, helping Sophie out, as in the female lead, so divine feminine. We're dealing with Calcifer and clearing things up, trying to make breakfast basically for that morning. So he's trying to help her out there because she's new at this point. So this just tells me that, like, the divine masculine is wanting to help you. He wants to assist you in your journey. He wants to be there for you. But like I said, because at this point in this card, he is not in his transformed state. So he is still going through the motions. He's still working out what it means to be a divine masculine. He is looking into it, to do with, like, actions. And so his state is still confused at this point with you. With his karmic, he's kind of done. He's transformed that. But with you, this is all kind of new to him. You're new in his life. And the energy that you are showing is of light, really. And he's probably not used to this. He's not used to this lightness, maybe, of character, this lightness of being of the person. And he is here, as I said, he's in his transform state, but for me this is more like he is so new to your connection, as in he's getting a realization of what he needs to be in order perhaps to come towards you and be the person you need. And going forward, so we see here, this finishes up with the Prince of Cups. Ironically, we have the Princess and Prince of Cups, so we have a duo here. The Prince of Cups in this, he is standing in the water and he is on his chariot with, I believe that's the lotus flower and an eagle. So he is going forwards, he is being directed forwards towards you. And, you know, he wants to offer you this cup. I mean, and here there is a snake in it, but the snake, for me, because of how the entire scene is portrayed, it signifies renewal. So this might be a renewal of connection, like an offer of renewal, of shedding the skin from the, you know, from the old, and this is new. And with the eagle there, this is a journey. This is a journey towards you. This is a journey towards you with, you know, passion. And I feel I want to say integrity. There is this emotion, but he's not too deep in his emotions that he couldn't come towards you. And this is clarified by the Eight of Discs. Like I said, you are balanced. I mean, this isn't, you know, you're in your abundance here. So, you know, even if you go through situations where you're being heckled and stuff by the karmic situations, you're being guided and you're protected. As I said before, this is Heen who guides and looks after Sophie. So you have your angels and your guides who are loyal and protective of you. There is no need to worry, even if there is a karmic situation going around. I mean, that's the clarification for the two main cards here, is this energy of not worrying about what's happening, I suppose, on the journey forwards. Just don't be distracted, really. You are being protected. You're a balanced energy, a lightness of energy, clearly. And the masculine wants to come towards you. He really does. But he just needs to sort himself out still. He is still in the energy of needing to review and look over, because at the base of the deck we've got the Four of Discs. So here in my deck it just shows a supervisor overlooking work. So for me it's just really him trying to be reflective about what's going on. You know, he is a little bit removed from maybe his 3D world, and he is reminiscing or thinking about things in the future that, you know, he needs to resolve in himself. So this is maybe what he looks like in the 3D world. He just seems he's there, but he's not really there. His mind's way off into the distance, into dreamland, just thinking about how he can come towards you, analysing the situation and figuring out the best way forward. And that's not really a bad thing, is it, really? Because there's no point in coming towards you and he is not ready, and then you'll have loads of misunderstandings and you're going to start this loop again, like a toxic loop, which you really don't want to do, because that's just going to set the entire journey back. It is better for two individuals to be apart, to work on their issues, and then come together when the energies are right, and not to force it. So it's very important to keep your energies up at this time, because you will get taken, or people will want to take you down a notch, but you can't be, because you have increased your resistance against these individuals, and your perseverance, your laser focus towards the end is so important. But anyway, the end cards have been clarified as well with the Nine of Discs. So there is a wonderful outcome to this, all of this. I know it feels maybe a bit turbulent at the moment, especially with the storm that's happening here in the UK. It's a bit of a sign, and environmentally there's a bit of turbulence going on at the moment, but there will be goodness at the end of it, because there is good energy coming towards you here with the Chariot. Like I said, there may be a bit of turbulence. We have the Nine of Swords, so a lot of mental anguish, worries, fearfulness, but you just got to overcome that, really. Don't be worried so much about it. Let things take its course, because there will be a wonderful outcome at the end. There will be celebration. And I truly believe that if you are an individual who has done their work, and it continues to do their work, because work never really truly finishes, you will see a fantastic outcome. And I'm not being all like airy-fairy here. It's really important for me to say that. I'm not saying that everybody will get the outcome that they expect, but you will get an outcome that is right for you, like as in right alignment for you. We have to be mindful that sometimes the things that we wish or we want aren't exactly the right things for us at a high level. And we have to accept sometimes that the universe, God, your angels will intervene when things, when there is a possibility that a situation may not be for your highest good. And so we have to remember there is that wonderful phrase, rejection is divine protection. And that's what the advice I can really say here is that even if it feels like you're being heckled and you're being taken down a notch and you're feeling drained, we have to remember, and things don't go the way it seems, you just have to have your resilience, your laser focus, and switch your mindset to positive thinking. That is really and super, super important. And somebody reminded me of that because I was feeling a little bit down as well today. And it's so important to keep your lightness of character, like our female lead Sophie is here, speaking to the fire spirit, speaking to the male lead's fire spirit. So you do have this wonderful lightness of character. I'm just looking through this. And you will have the support of your divine masculine or your internal divine masculine. You have the assertiveness. You have the lightness of this feminine energy, but also the assertiveness. You don't need to change yourself for anybody. You just sit there on the throne of your life, being this wonderful individual. I'm not saying just don't do anything, just sit there. But, as you go out into the world, obviously have your energetic protection, but retain your lightness. Yeah. And this wonderful, beautiful balanced energy of the Princess of Cups. I absolutely adore this card. I'm not entirely sure why, but I've always been attracted to that card. It's so sweet and so lovely. Just such a gentle energy of balance and hope, really, especially with the swan and the dolphin. It's a wonderful energy to be in. So anyway, that is my reading for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you very much for those who have subscribed. And I hope that you continue to enjoy my readings, and I'll try my best to keep uploading for you. Thank you so much. Bye now.